Hello, Avon. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Okay, so it is a little bit early in the morning. I need a little bit of energy. Can I hear a big cheer in the audience? Hello, Avon. Good morning. There we are. I think now we've had our coffee. Okay, everyone, welcome to Connect Pod Behind the Beauty, our first ever podcast. So exciting.
I'm Raya. I'm so excited to be here with you. Now, Jonathan, something feels a little bit different. There's a little bit of a change here.
I think so.
What is it?
Okay, so I think you know Raya and I from hosting Campaign Connect. Who here loved Campaign Connect? We love you too. Thank you for following on that journey. But as you can see, Campaign Connect did get a little bit of an upgrade, and we wanted to showcase it to you today. It is now Connect Pod Behind the Beauty. And what we love about this is everything that you loved about Campaign Connect is here in Connect Pod, but the upgrade comes with knowing a little bit about what's happening in the world of beauty right now, and just some behind the beauty moments. So it's everything you loved about Campaign Connect, just elevated and awesome. But Raya, can you tell us why we changed to a video podcast style?
Okay, so podcasts are really trending right now. They're going to allow the audience to digest any type of content in the way they prefer. So if you prefer video, you still have our videos on YouTube. If you're someone on the go, you're in your car, and you'd rather listen, then you go to Spotify and you can listen to our episodes. And from what we gather from Vogue Business and InStyle, podcasts are a trending evolution of how we reach people. What's amazing, I'm going to give you some data. We know you love data. So YouTube has over 1 billion monthly active podcast viewers and listeners. So.
Wow.
That's amazing. So we really want to keep up to date. We want to give you what you guys are asking for. And that's why we chose the podcast format. And we hope you like it.
Yes. So really quick, I want to gauge the audience here. Who loves video podcasts? Can I hear it in the audience? You will be getting that, I promise. Now, who here sometimes is a little bit busy getting the orders in, driving in the cars, and I know you guys aren't watching the video, so who here would love to listen to an audio version?
Well, that's perfect because we have both for you.
Yes. So what we love about this, it's going to be released every campaign, just like Campaign Connect, so you will get that every first day of the campaign open. Now, we also have a special guest with us today.
Yes, we do.
Yes, so our dear friend and your fellow ambassador, Jessica Zumbusch. Jessica, hello and welcome to the podcast.
Welcome. Hi.
I'm happy to be here.
We're so happy to have you.
Appreciate it. So, I'm from Oregon, and my last name means to the forest, and Oregon is filled with forests, which if you ever get to come to Oregon, come visit me because I would love to have you.
Of course. Thank you.
Yes. My husband would love to be here. He has so many friends here, I think more than me, but he couldn't be here this year. So, wish he was here. And just a little bit about me. I actually have 2 French bulldogs, and they're so cute, and I love them. They bring so much joy into my life, and I know that you have some French bulldogs too.
Okay, so I might be a little biased. I think my Frenchies have made a little bit of appearances on videos here and there. Ray, I think you have a couple furry friends.
I have 2 cats.
We love cats.
I love cats.
You
I
might be a
love
little
cats
biased.
and dogs. The only reason why I don't have dogs is because I'm not allowed where I live right now. But I'm looking at Frenchies for the future, maybe, because they're so cute. Yours are so adorable.
Well, you can't have mine.
You can borrow mine. I need a break. Okay, so thank you again for coming on and helping us launch the first episode of our podcast. Now, for everyone viewing, I told you guys you're going to get a little bit of extra in here, so what we're calling the Beauty Pulse. Now, in our Beauty Pulse segment, we're going to talk about everything you loved about Campaign Connect. All of that's going to be in there, but we're going to talk a lot about some beauty topics that are trending, things that you want to know. That way you guys can stay in the know about what your customers are hearing, what your customers are shopping for. So how does that sound?
Louder, louder. I don't hear cheering.
It's these.
You think so?
headphones.
It's the
Oh, that's better. That's
Okay, so up first, in campaign 18, we are launching the Cashmere Soft Focus collection and the multi-bombs.
Yes, we are. So
Who's excited for that?
Who's excited, guys? Come on. I know I'm super excited. First of all, you see a few of the foundations here. We have 24 shades in the foundation. We have 10 shades in the concealer. And the amazing multi-balms, we have 4 of those. And we're going to take a closer look at them a little bit later.
Yes, and just a quick fun tip about the shades. If you forget how many shades, Megan, our marketing manager for color, she told me, she was like, you know what? 24 shades for 24-hour long wear.
Ooh, I love that.
I had to put it in there because it was just so like, okay, that's easy for me to remember.
And I'm sure all of you will remember that when you're talking to your customers about it as well. So that's perfect. Now, Jessica, you've had the chance to look at them and explore them. So tell us a little bit what your thoughts are.
Well, I love the multi-bomb. I'm super excited about that. With the launch of this new Cashmere line, I've been a rep or an ambassador for 18 years.
Wow.
So I've seen a lot of products come and go. Sometimes it can be a little overwhelming when there's new products, but what I love about this is since it is coming as this new thing, it's because it has like better ingredients, and usually Avon makes these changes. They don't discontinue old products just to like disrupt our businesses. So this I just lost my train of thought, right?
That's okay. You were saying that
So-
this collection here is a beautiful transformation to things that we love.
Yes, well, and when Avon makes these changes, these new products, it keeps Avon in the forefront of beauty and innovation, which is where we really need to be.
Absolutely. And you talked about the ingredients. We'll get more into that a little bit later.
Yeah, so just a little bit of a teaser
Yeah,
there for
just
you.
a little bit.
We wanted to keep everyone's attention, so hopefully you guys are staying tuned. Now, speaking about foundations, there is a lot of buzz just in the beauty industry about shade range inclusivity and having a beautiful selection. Now, 24 shades is amazing too, but if you guys all love Avon, which I know you do, we have a ton of products in our portfolio, and one that comes to mind is Tier.
Yes.
Especially for that shade range.
Exactly. So even with this amazing shade range, that range goes from very light to very deep to cater to almost all skin tones. You can mix and match them, but if you still don't find the perfect range for you, Tier, which is right behind me, you can also find an incredible selection of shades there. So you are bound to fall on the one that's right for you and your customers. Now, I think I'm going to set my mic down a little bit. And since we're talking about shades, let's look at them, shall we?
Let's do it. Let's have some fun.
Okay.
Jessica, are you excited to try some?
Yeah, well, I've noticed that because I'm very fair-skinned, so sometimes when I am trying out these products, I have to mix and match to find the right one for me, and I know that's the same for my customers.
Oh.
Sometimes trying to find the right match for my customers can be a little challenging because I want to get the right match the first time, but I have reminded myself that it's okay if we don't find the right match for our customers on the first time. Like, it's okay. It doesn't have to be so serious. We're not like brain surgeons. We're just selling makeup, so just have fun with it. And if we can't find the right match the first time, it's all right.
Okay, so especially when we're talking about color, I think one of the things that we want to keep in mind is that it should be fun. I always reminded myself of when I used to, as a child, used to have paint and just explore with paint and have fun. I think this is very similar to that in terms of like, let's not get lost in being so serious about color, just like you said, Jessica. Have some fun with it and explore. And I think just being vulnerable with your customers and saying, hey, let's explore these shade ranges together and let's find you that match.
Yeah, we'll figure it out together. It's not that big of a deal. Like, it's just makeup.
Yeah, and if you can see what I did here, I placed the color with Raya and Jessica, so I didn't have to accidentally put some on my clothes. She's very brave right now, but I think we're getting a good.
If I get some on my clothes, it's okay.
That's on
I'll
me.
just take them to dry cleaning. It's fine. But I'm trying to wait. I have some tissue back here. I can't get to it. It's okay. I'll wipe them later. But I'm trying to
We'll figure it out.
So I put the lightest range that I could find on this tray. Look at that. And I'm trying to do a little bit of like a
Let's zoom in on
small
that color swatch. Yeah.
evolution.
Look at that.
From lightest to darkest. And those are only the shades that I have here. Remember, we have 24 in total. So there's so many more in between. But look at that. They're so beautiful. And let's just, since my fingers are not very clean, let's just mix them up a little bit and see what we can get. So for example, look at this. It's super light. The one that's next to it is fairly dark compared to it. So I'm going to try to blend them and see what I can get.
That's beautiful how it's all going together
Look at
very
that.
well.
They blend so nicely. They feel really nice.
And Raya, can you tilt your hand this way so we can see
Look
it in
at
the
that.
camera? Look.
Are you able to see?
Again, you guys can have some fun with this. Makeup is supposed to be fun.
I'm playing at painting here right now because I'm really doing a lot of mixing, but you can get so many different ranges. Thank you. You can get so many different ranges just by mixing those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colors. So imagine what you could do with the entire range of 24, right?
You could absolutely find the good match for your customers and
I
yourself.
love this. Perfect. All right. We will take a look at the concealers. Let me just clean my hands. Okay?
So while we're doing that, Jessica, with this color collection, how have you had any experiences with your customers? How have they been with, just in terms of color and those conversations?
What's your question?
Oh, how... I'm sorry. If you guys can see, I'm looking at Raya and I'm watching and I'm like...
He's panicking. He's wondering if I'm going to get my clothes dirty. They're not. And those wipes are incredible.
Yes, this one we did not practice. So that was very brave. Jessica, I was just asking how have your conversations been with your customers in terms of color and maybe foundation?
The conversations, I'm very open with, I'm not a huge makeup wearer, but that doesn't mean that I can't help them find the right colors because I play around with all the makeup and I'm always just trying to find, what works for me when I do want to wear makeup. And, I just try to have fun with it with them. And yeah, it's just a good time just to play around. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, the reason why I asked that is you're very open about, you maybe you don't wear color all the time, but when you do, you're shopping around. And just to gauge with our audience right now, can we get a raise of hands who here feels like maybe they can't sell color because they're not comfortable wearing it every day? Or maybe they don't. Anyone here? And I think the biggest misconception about working with beauty is that you have to be a pro 100% of the time. And I don't think that's the case.
Definitely not.
Yeah. Absolutely. I think here you can have some fun. And when we're speaking about color, I think for me, color is a very appealing category to talk about with someone. It's very easy because it is fun. And Janine may hate me, but skincare is also fun, but I feel like playing with color and having some fun here is nice when you're talking to customers, and it keeps the conversation very light and very exploratory.
Absolutely, I agree with you. And look, okay,
Raya, how's it
now
going?
I'm swatching the concealers.
Let's see it up close.
Close up?
See, I'm not as brave to do this because it will get all over my clothes.
That's true. When we usually film our videos, he always gets messy and things are dripping on his keyboard, but that's fine.
Yeah, we can re-record those videos. You don't see those ones. But this one, we'll leave to Raya.
What do you think?
Super pretty. I'm glad you're putting it on you because it would probably end up in my teeth.
So can we talk about a little bit of, so we mentioned the amazing ingredients that are in there.
Okay.
Do you think it's time?
I think it is, because this is a perfect segue to talking about something that we've mentioned before. You may have heard also Janine say this too. Has anyone heard of skinification?
Who knows what skinification means?
Again, we're going to need to hear it in the audience because we have these headphones and it's hard to hear.
I don't hear anything from the audience. I don't think, are you guys bored? Okay.
Here we are.
Okay.
I see some laughs. Here we are.
So skinification. Okay, we all know what it means. So skinification can be, it doesn't only have to be about makeup. So basically it's the products that you have that have added ingredients that love your skin. So niacinamide, hyaluronic acid, retinol sometimes, right? So
Some
you can have
ceramides,
exactly, you can have it in your body care. We call it skinification when they have these added ingredients, and it's perfect with these products because they definitely have additional beautiful ingredients. So we have niacinamide. Niacinamide is great for your skin tone and brightening. We also have a blend of ceramides that strengthens the skin barrier. And we also have Centella asiatica.
Ooh, who here has heard Centella? Yes.
We've seen it a lot in our
we've seen
recent Beyond Glow line. So we also have that ingredient in here. So it's really going to help to soothe the skin as well.
I love these products that are like double duty. So it's not just makeup, not just covering my face. It's like doing good stuff for my skin.
Yes, double duty, multitasking. It's especially this one. So the concealer and the foundation have these. Do I have something?
That's me, sorry. We also do that on camera too, where I'll do this and she's like, do you have something? So you're catching a lot of behind the scenes about what's happening when we usually record these for you guys.
Yeah,
Behind the beauty.
This is for today only. We're not gonna, enjoy it while it lasts. Okay, so the foundation and the concealer have those added ingredients, which makes them, like you were saying, it's kind of like multitasking because you're getting 2 in 1. But especially the multi-balm, because it has the skinification, the added ingredients in it. You can wear it on your cheeks, you can wear it on your lips, you can put some on your eyes. So this is really an optimal multitasker right here.
And as ambassadors, we're not just selling beauty, we're also selling like self-care and skin health with these products.
Exactly. Now, Jessica, I think you want to put your mic and try those on a little
She's
bit
putting you on
too.
the spot right now, Jessica.
All right.
I did the foundations and the concealers, but I think you should help me out with this. What do you think?
This one's super pretty.
What do you guys think?
And while Jessica's getting familiar with this right now, because Jessica's like, should we try it before? I'm like, no, let's get our real live impression of the product. And before that, who here remembers yesterday when Eva talked about having products that are multifunctional, right? We love that. It keeps us at the forefront of beauty, which is an ever-changing industry of what consumers want in their products. And it looks like they're having some fun. Can we get a close-up of the pod and what's inside? Because I love the jar.
First of all, it's huge.
It's
Yes.
huge.
Right?
This will be
And it's so cute.
And how does the texture feel?
It's very light and it's like silky smooth.
Silky, not sticky, shimmery. Can you guys see that on my hand? Oh my God, that looks great on camera too.
Wow.
I can't wait to put these on. I cannot. Just gonna do a little.
Now we're having some fun here.
I can't see what I'm doing, but I'm trying. I usually, when it's something like this, colorful and shimmering, I always like to do it on the highest part of my cheekbones, because as I'm starting to age,
That's a lie.
yeah,
Come on.
I feel like things are really beginning to droop a little bit. So I like to go up. So the higher, the better. I'm just like giving a lifting effect. So that's what I like to do. Especially when it's shimmering, it gives you that
Yeah.
extra. And, another thing. So for maturing skin, you really want something that's creamier. You don't want to go with the powders, because what they do is they settle in the wrinkles and they just like make your skin look drier. And as skin gets a little bit more mature, it gets drier naturally. So these are great for that.
Jessica, what do you think?
I love these. I love like multi-use products since I don't wear makeup a whole lot. I like just to be easy, simple, quick, and this fits the bill.
Ooh, I love this one. Try that one.
Ooh, pretty.
Wait, I think
They're
I
just having a
noticed-
lot of fun right now.
I think I noticed something. Wait, I have to check.
Ooh. What are we looking at?
Oh, okay, I'm not crazy. So, did you notice that 2 of the colors are shimmery and 2 of the colors are not shimmery?
Ooh, can we show that to the camera so we can see in? Ooh, ah.
I'm keeping this one, by the way.
I'm sure I didn't invent this, but that's what I just realized now. Because as I was applying them, I'm like, ooh, this one has shimmer. And then I'm like, wait a minute, this one is not shimmery. So there we go. You have options.
Who's excited about this? Oh, I love how our audience is awake now.
Took us all a little bit.
When we're done, you can come onto this side and you can explore with this beautiful range
Yes.
of colors.
And we have our experts here. Megan's here in our product expo with color, so make sure to find her and say hello.
Yeah. Here. You want to? Oh,
Okay.
I think she wants to keep that one.
I think she might keep that one.
Okay, that's fine. You can have it.
So what I also love, I love a little bit of good packaging. Look at the frosted. If we could take a look at the frosted glass, it's just so beautiful. I'm all about how it's going to look on the vanity and how it looks when you have it, and it's nice. So I like this. I like the package of the multi-bomb. I'll show that too. Oops.
There you go.
Yeah, the packaging and everything is beautiful. And it has the color on the back so you can see it. But wonderful. Who here's excited about this one here? Yes.
So, can we talk about what's coming next? Because I can't wait.
Trends?
Yes.
Ooh, who here
I
wants
really-
to talk about some trends? Okay, Raya, take us away with some trends.
Okay. The first one, because I just want to jump in there.
Let's
when you
do
were
it. Let's have some
talking.
fun.
So we mentioned it earlier. Jessica was the first one to bring it up. Multitasking products. So again, the multi-balm, like I said, you could put it on your cheeks, you could put it on your lips. So when you're traveling, like to this, okay, so this amazing event, and you want to okay, oh my God, I have to bring a lipstick, I have to bring a blush, I have to bring some color for my eyes. Hello, just one. You've got them all. So this is my first trend that applies to this perfectly that I love.
I brought the Go by Glimmer lip and cheek tint because that's like my favorite. I love that stuff. So yeah, that's what I brought.
Love
I
it.
love hearing the multi-use functionality of the products, and it really keeps us at the forefront because that's ultimately what customers and consumers are wanting today. Jessica, talk to us a little bit about some trends you're seeing.
Yeah, so definitely the multi-use products. I don't know if this is necessarily a trend, but this is what I have been seeing with my customers is doing like a double cleanse. So this is more skincare, but using our micellar water after you do like a oil cleanser, and then the micellar water just to make sure it's picking up all the extra little dirt and grime or makeup that you may have missed. And even in the morning, just after you wake up, you could just do the micellar water, and it's just quick and easy. That's like the way I do things, quick and easy.
I love that you said that, and it does really fit into our topic, even though we're talking about makeup and foundation. If you don't double cleanse, you're not going to have that perfect canvas to start with, right? So it's going to give an even better application to the product.
Preps your skin so that it can
Yes.
do the skinification part of the makeup.
Exactly. Another trend, Jonathan, is makeup that looks like skin.
Ooh.
So you don't want to just like cake it on. You just want something natural, a dewy finish, and these foundations offer just that as well. So that's another trend that they fit into.
Okay, I have something, and I have a little bit of a confession to make.
Okay.
I know a few of you have come up to me and were like, Jonathan, your skin's looking good, although I don't believe it sometimes, but I did hear that from a few of you. What I didn't say was the secret was some of these products here. It was I'd like to say this is part of my skin. Once these products get onto your skin, it just works really well. But yeah,
I thought you just woke up like that. Oh my God.
And now everyone can too with the Cashmere Soft Focus. It blends really beautiful with the skin. And I always say, it looks soft focused in the glass. That's what I think it gives to the face. So
Yeah.
it's marketing right here in the packaging.
Exactly.
I think that was purposeful.
Yeah, a perfect conversation starter for
Yep.
that. Start talking about it. Amazing.
Yes, so we always see these trends. Trends are always ever evolving, but the products that you have and the collection that we have just keep you at the forefront of that. Even though you may not be aware of the trends that are happening right now, the products are there to support you and be behind you. So I think it's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, with the new launches, it just gives like a new little spark that we could go and talk to our customers about and share this new and exciting thing.
Yeah, and then they expect more newness and they're just eager to learn about what's coming next, which is perfect.
We love it.
More trends? Do you want to hear more? Okay.
Let's keep them behind the beauty, right? This is the pulse.
Yes. So when we're talking about foundation, personalized beauty. So what does that mean? Do you think you know? Does anybody know what that means, personalized beauty? Okay, so let's say I'm someone who I want to use this foundation. This is a full coverage foundation, by the way, okay? And it's very long lasting. So today I might want just a little bit of a sheer coverage using this foundation. So then what I might do is mix it with my day cream. And by mixing it with my day cream, I'm turning it into like more of a sheer finish, a tinted moisturizer. So personalized beauty, taking what you need with the products that you have and using them in a way that'll give you what you want, the result that you want for that day.
I love that. I love that. That sounds like just like an easy, like simple, natural kind of looking look.
Exactly. If you want something lighter, then you still can use that product even though it's full coverage.
Yeah, 100%. Now, are you guys excited about this collection? Now, with this, we're excited, and I want to make sure everyone here feels very comfortable and excited to be able to share this. So, Raya, if it's okay, can we move on to some tips and tricks?
Okay.
Who here wants to know some tips and tricks to be excellent with speaking to these products? Okay, I think we're ready. So I will start with just the first one.
Okay.
And I can't take credit for this because I did talk to Megan and she was like, let me tell you
Not
about
fair.
I know, I did some digging by myself. And I wanted to bring it to everyone here. So as you may have noticed, we have the names of these shades here, like N3 and 7. Who here has seen the different names for these products?
What does that mean?
Okay, so before, like in other collections, I know we've had marshmallow.
Mm-hmm.
Can we shout out some other ones that we've had before? Cannoli.
I'm getting hungry. I haven't had breakfast yet.
Yes, I loved that because it always made me hungry. And I was like, ooh, I want cannoli. Maybe if it's not my shade range, but I just want to eat one. As much as I love the names, I think the strategy behind having the letters and the numbers make it easy for customers and you to pinpoint that specific shade. So if you're not comfortable matching, it makes it very easy because you can find one, maybe you're N7, and easily you can bounce to N6 or you can go to N8. And it makes it very easy to talk about and bounce between without getting lost. So I think that's very powerful. Again, I'm not going to take credit for that. That was Megan, so round of applause for that one. Thank you, Megan.
No, that makes a lot of sense. It makes your life easier to find the perfect shade. So if you're a neutral or if if you need a warm color, that's just perfect. And then you, like you said, you go by level.
Yep.
Wonderful.
Very easy.
Okay, so do you have something to share?
Oh, I just was playing around with them last night, and I was seeing that because I'm at the lighter shades, so like 4, 5. There was a 4.5, and I was like, okay, perfect. So perfect in between.
Exactly.
That just lends itself to the shade range inclusivity and just making those strides to get those shades in. So
Yeah.
that's beautiful.
I want to talk about some application tips.
Ooh, application tips. Who's ready for that? Raya, this is all you. I'm going to be right over here.
I'm not doing
mess-free.
them. I'm not doing them live. I'm just going to talk about them because then I'm sure that I'll get missed.
Yeah, so with no mirror in front. Okay, beautiful.
Okay, so first of all, you want to start smaller. So you start with a smaller quantity and then you can increase. Start by applying a little bit of a few dots. And when this is my key that I saw yesterday, by the way, during the makeup application, and something made me like, oh. So when you take your brush, you don't want to just like swipe the foundation because what you're doing is you're like kind of removing it. So by pressing it in, you're really allowing it to set into the skin, cover the pores, and this is like my number one tip. So just press the product in, never like rub it off, especially with concealer. Okay, I don't know how well they're hidden right now, but I have dark circles, okay? They're so dark, and especially when I travel,
Can
when
we
I
get a
get
zoom
puffy.
in?
Hey,
Kidding, joking.
no.
Joking.
So when I apply sunscreen, a concealer, when I apply my hey, that's okay. You can zoom in.
Because she's gorgeous, and we don't know the dark circle she's talking about.
Yeah, you know.
We can't see it.
So when you apply your concealer, if you're just like doing this with your finger, you're just really removing the concealer. So especially for maturing skin, you want to like press it, and if you're using your finger, press it and just like glide your finger like that. So you're setting it in place, and you're just applying exactly where you want it to go.
I feel like that was like opening a book,
Yeah, it's just,
just
like
page by page.
it's like that motion.
And I know you like to use a brush with these products. For those of you who like to use fingers, it also works very well because I was
Just warm
using this
them up
on
first.
the go. Yes.
Yeah, warm up your fingers, warm up the product a little bit in your fingers. That'll give it a much nicer application, and it won't go into all the little creases.
Oh, these are great tips. I need to know all of these, so I love this.
And I know you have some really good tips, whether it's talking to and connecting with customers or with some product. And do you have some tips to share, maybe?
Well, just because I wear it doesn't mean that I can't sell it, right?
That's exactly right.
So the approach that I take is, one, I try it out myself so that I kind of know what it's like, what the texture is like, what the shades, the colors are like. I also like to educate myself, so I'm always a big fan of watching Campaign Connect to learn from you guys. Connect Pod now.
Connect Pod.
I also always like to read about it in the What's New or online with the data sheets, and watching the like the master classes or any special trainings about them. So I educate myself so that I could educate my customers about it, and that seems to work well for me.
Well, it sounds like you're taking advantage of all the resources we have.
All the tools, yep.
So good job. Even if you don't use it, if you don't wear it, like we have a wide range of products overall now. We're just not just talking about this.
Yep.
So maybe you're not using all of it, but you definitely have the resources available to learn all about them.
Yeah.
So that's
And don't
great.
forget about the virtual try-on tool, because it has saved me
yes.
so many times. I love it. I love sharing it with my customers so that they could try it out. And a lot of the times they don't even think that, a shade is going to work for them or even a lip color, and then they try it on their virtual try-on tool and they're like, oh, I love this.
Exactly.
Yes, and that's one of the topics that I like actually to talk about also while we're talking about just tips, because I think it falls into line of the tips and tricks in terms of connecting with customers. It is AI in the beauty industry that's been making waves. So AI is not only in other realms, but it's trickled its way into beauty. And in different forms, like I'm talking about AI, maybe even the virtual try-on tool, the AR versions, augmented reality. How has AI impacted not just your color business, but just your business in general, and how it might relate to the product?
I love using AI for my business. I use it a couple different ways. One way is I tend to get overwhelmed when the new campaign launches and I want to share the digital brochure or follow up with my customers. So instead of sending 50 or 60 text messages, I use a texting automation service. So I could just do as one text message. It's like a set it and forget it, and it sends it all out to my customers. I also use it for my team members when I have brand new team members. I have like 3 or 4 text messages that I have sent out to them just to help them get started. They're just like gentle, helpful texts, but it saves me so much time. It saves me from overwhelmed, which I appreciate. I also love using ChatGPT and Gemini. I like to do a lot of videos, so I use it to help me kind of brainstorm some ideas for my videos or for my social media posts. And I love using it mostly to help me kind of like formulate my thoughts and kind of arrange my words and what I want to say so that it could come across clearly in my posts and in my videos. So I love it to help me with my overwhelm and just kind of put my thoughts all together.
Who in the audience loves to use AI, like ChatGPT? Is ChatGPT your favorite? I love it too. I
Maybe-
use it too. We all do.
Maybe we should invite them onto the podcast
Yeah.
at one point. That's beautiful. I think in terms of technology and how well it's embedded into many different industries, you can either use it to supplement your business or, like Whitney had said yesterday in our little session, or you can just have it in the corner if you're in the corner of the room and maybe just not invite it. So
Yeah.
it's there. Might as well use it and use it to help supplement you, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's like your assistant.
Oh,
It's
for sure.
not doing your job for you. You're like telling it what you want, and it's just helping you organize yourself.
Yep.
So perfect. Love it. Thank you, Jessica.
Thanks.
So going back to some helpful tips and tricks, because I really want to make sure that everyone here feels very excited about and confident. I know this is a crowd favorite every time we launch new products. If there are samples,
Yeah.
Yay.
look at this. All of the shade ranges, just you can see them right there. And then you have the little pockets there. So yes, the crowd's awake for this one.
Oh my gosh. You know how many people came up to me and said, "Oh, I wish we had a sample for this." Well, we have a sample for that. So use it.
And for your customers, don't just put it in their bag and be like, oh, put a sample in there.
What do you do?
Open it for them. Show them how to use it. Put it on their inner wrist or on their arm. Put it on their, their cheek so that they could really see what it looks like and how it feels. Yeah, don't just be like, oh, here you go. Have fun.
Exactly.
Yes, okay, so when I do shop and sometimes I get just random samples, there's something in my house called a sample drawer. That's where all the samples go to die. I have to say.
Yeah, help them use it.
As excited as I am about getting samples, I just don't feel like I've used them because I wasn't really given a direction. Emily said this yesterday. People like to be told what to do just to feel involved and feel cared for. So if I came up to someone and we explored the samples right then and there, you're opening that conversation. Maybe you're talking to someone who loves like skincare, and maybe you're like, you know what? We just launched this new collection, and I'd love to explore it with you and have some fun. Let's have some fun right now. I have the samples, and it can be a fun conversation. But every time you have like these samples, just like Jessica said, invite the person you're speaking to try it and give them
Yes.
something to do with it.
Exactly.
Yeah, we love it. Who's excited about the samples? Okay, I had to place one of them there. So right now, I think it would be an awesome time. Like I said, we wanted to make sure everyone here felt really comfortable with makeup in general and talking about our products. If you do not feel comfortable speaking, we would love to help guide that conversation and give some helpful tips and tricks. So we do have some mic runners to engage with the audience here. And if you want to raise your hand, if you have anything that you would like to talk about in terms of being a little more confident in color, we'd love to help you out. Can we get a raise of hands here if anyone wants to level up their makeup today?
Who's it gonna be?
Oh, I think we're making Lane work today. Thank you, Lane.
Get those steps in, Lane.
I brought my running shoes again. Tell us your name, where you're from, and then ask us your question.
Actually, Teresa Lawson from Columbus, Ohio. And I have actually purchased two of these, the C3 and the N4, just so that I could try to mix those up as well. I did do the virtual try-on, and I wasn't quite sure a lot of them looked the same, so I think I'm going to actually get a darker color to mix with the lighter colors. Some of them would be better to use maybe in the winter when your skin is a lot lighter. So I love the product. It goes on very nicely, and I just kind of dab it on, and I'll put like a little bit on a brush and then swirl it around, and it just has great coverage. So it's great. And I also have the balm in the bouquet in the tropics. And so they all go very well.
Thank you, Teresa.
Sounds like Teresa's a fan. Who's got a question for our Connect pod? I got one right here. Tell us your name, where you're from, and then what's your question?
My name is Bethany McDowell from Olive Branch, Mississippi, and it's kind of stemming off of Teresa's statement. When it comes to trying to discover your concealer or your foundation when your skin tone changes in the winter, how do we determine that based off of the warm tone and the number?
Ooh, that's a good question.
It is a good
Pod.
question. So when the seasons change and so in the summer you're naturally going to go a little bit darker, winter you're going to opt for a lighter color. This is where the numbers are going to change because the numbers are the different shades. When it comes to the warm tone or the cool or the neutral, that's really your undertone. So when if you look at your veins, for example, so if your veins are like green, then you're more of a cool. No, wait, I'm gonna give you an easier one. The jewelry.
Okay.
So if you find that silver jewelry looks better on you, that means you have a cool undertone. If the gold jewelry looks better on you, then you have a warm undertone. And this is really what that means. And if you're neutral, it means both look great on you. So for seasonal changes, it's not going to be your undertone because that doesn't really change. It's really going to be the shades. And that you can find them easily, but you can use the AI tool, the try-on tool on avon.com or avon.ca, or you can mix a little bit of the shades. If you have one that's too light, but you have a little bit of a darker one, then you can mix them at that point. I hope that answers your question.
I got another one for you guys.
Hello, I'm Cynthia Hugo from New Orleans. And my question is, I don't know if you should have a darker or lighter concealer from your foundation.
Oh,
Great question.
Okay, so I feel like this is a beautiful question, and Rhea, pitch in here, but when we're talking about what concealer you'd want to use, some people do want to go match their skin tone with concealer. I will do that. But if you want to maybe brighten, then I'd pick a concealer that's a little bit brighter, a little bit lighter. And I also want to go back to just the tool that we're using, the try-on tool for these products. To get the best match for your skin, use it in a light that is in like a natural setting. This light that we have on right now for us, this is a good natural feeling light as well. But if you're ever wondering what light, refrain from using that kitchen light, refrain from using even sometimes the bathroom light. Take a step outside, breathe the beautiful air, and then get a nice, beautiful shot of your skin with the outside kind of light.
yes. And I just want to add one thing. So personally, I always go lighter with my concealer, but don't go too light. So maybe one shade, maximum 2 shades lighter. Because if you go too light, then what you're doing is you're just accentuating those dark circles even more. So the closer you are to your skin tone, the better. But do go just a little bit lighter to brighten up your eyes. That's it. Do I have any other questions?
I got another one. We have time for 1 or 2 more.
I think we may have time for 2 more.
2 more. Ooh, good. Okay, here we are.
I guess I look this way.
Hi, Robin.
Hi.
She sees you.
Hi, Robin from Canada.
Oh, gee, I guess I don't have to introduce myself. I'm Robin Lee from Quebec, Canada, and I have actually 2 questions. The first one has to do with undertones.
Mm-hmm.
How do we determine a client's undertone if they're not sure about it? Some of my clients think, well, I don't know if I'm warm or cold, so I'll just go neutral. But it's not quite right.
Okay, so for that, so if they're not quite sure, either the jewelry thing you can ask them. If they don't usually wear jewelry and they don't know, then really look at the veins. So if the veins are blue, cool. If the veins are more on the greenish side, then they're a warmer tone. And if it's neutral, usually it's like a mix of the two, a little bit more of like a purple. Like I know I have green undertone. I know I have a warm undertones. It's green. So, but I do wear both. So maybe I'm a neutral. What's your second question?
Oh, hang on, I ran away from her.
Oh,
Hang on. I was looking for my next contestant.
My second question had to do with concealer, especially for under the eye. Do you put it underneath the foundation? Like, do you put that first, or do you put foundation first?
foundation first. Foundation first, and then the concealer comes on top. Because if that way you just really brighten. And don't use a lot. Like one dot in the corner, one dot on the outside corner of your eye. So one on the inner corner, one on the outside corner. And you just pat it on very lightly, gently, going upwards if you want that lifted motion. That's what I always do. I go towards my temple.
Yeah, the temple.
Yeah, I go towards my temple in an upward motion to give my look a lift, but on top. Especially if you want to brighten.
I have one last little comment. Jonathan, I had no clue you were wearing makeup or foundation. It looks so natural, and you look marvelous.
He does. He always does.
Yes, Jonathan, yes!
Thank you. I mean, I'd love the spotlight, but I got to give it up to the product. So, yes, thank you so much. And I'm about to make the expo team here a little bit busy, but if you guys do have a little bit more specific questions on anything color, Megan McIntyre from our color marketing team is here at Expo. Megan, I am sorry in advance, but definitely pick her brain on some of these questions because she's a beautiful resource to have here at Connect.
And she has amazing tips.
Yes, I think we might have time for one more question.
I've got one more right here for you guys.
Hi, Jonathan, Raya, Jessica. I'm Wendy McDonough. I'm from Florida. And my question is, no matter what I do, when I put any kind of foundation, concealer, moisturizers, you name it, I still get those, like you can still see my pores and it looks like the moon, like little craters. What can I do to fix this?
So a lot of people struggle from bigger pores.
Texture issues.
Yeah, so what you want to do is goes before you apply your makeup. So you want to make sure you exfoliate regularly. Once a week is excellent. Using a product with retinol also regularly really helps with the pores. An ingredient that's in this foundation, which is niacinamide, also helps tighten the pores a little bit. And start with a primer. When you apply a primer, we have an amazing one. It's also Cashmere, the multi-peptide primer. It really blurs everything out. And then when you apply your foundation, you're going to have much better results. So all of those mixed together, it's not always going to be just the makeup. You really need to prep your skin. You need to make sure you're taking care, exfoliating regularly so that you can get rid of all the the dirt or anything that might be clogging your pores. And then they have the chance to really shrink a little bit using those ingredients that allow them to do so.
Just like Jessica said, a beautiful canvas is going to go a long way with the color.
Yes.
Yep. So thank you guys for asking some of those questions. And my friends, I think it's time that we have to conclude our little podcast. Jessica.
Already? I can't believe it.
Yes. And Jessica, thank you so much for coming on with us and hosting our first one with us.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
Yes.
Thank you so much. It was so much fun to have you.
You guys make it so easy, so thank you.
Oh, thank you.
And thank you, everyone. We'll see you around.